I think the hardest part in all of it is admitting that you need help and then reaching out to get it. But it's certainly the best decision I think a person can make. My name is Alex. I was born and raised on the East Coast in the state of West Virginia. My dad was always super into motorcycles. I got my first dirt bike when I was 3. It consumed my life. And as the years progressed, I started competing and racing, trying to make my way through the amateur ranks. And during that time, I started getting injured a lot. I tore both my ACLs, tore my right MCL, had like a slew of concussions, which culminated in me having a brain aneurysm and almost dying in the middle of my high school cafeteria. And that was when I was introduced to opiates. And then from there, it was just kind of like downhill because it was like a perfect storm. The thing that I care most about that brings me the most joy is being kind of stripped away from me because I'm getting injured. Using opiates for me was like, it made me have a sense of relief. And I don't mean from like physical pain, but like it was a way to escape the painful reality I was living in. As that sort of habit develops, you stop caring about anything that matters. And so then, you know, the consequences start coming where it's like, I can't finish school. I can't hold down a job. I can't show up for family functions. My friends don't want to hang out with me. I think I probably was self-aware that I had issues. I was so hopeless and really inconfident that I could change my circumstance. I just didn't care. I was just going to be a heroin addict until it killed me. And then that would be it. And one night I was just like, dude, I can't live like this. Like, I can't live like this anymore. It was like divine intervention, you know, like I had the thought occur that had never occurred in my life, which was like, I got to do something different. And in that moment, I made the call to a treatment center that I saw a TV ad for, and I got on a plane the next day. We need something that gives us fulfillment. We need something that gives us sense of purpose. We need something that excites us. And mountain biking is just a small piece of that incorporation. I need to overcome things, whether it be fear or obstacle or, you know, just triumphing over something that I didn't think I was capable of doing. That's what like an activity like mountain biking for me does. It's like I can go out on any given day and I can approach a section of trail that scares me and I can ride it anyway. And it just gives you those little wins. It just gives you those little confidence boosters, those little pieces of self-assurance that like I'm capable of things. And it gets me out of my head. Like that's the biggest piece. Like when you do sports like that, sports that carry a level of danger, is that it forces you to delegate all of your mental faculties. There's only room to focus exactly on what's in front of you, because if you don't, you're going to get really hurt. I think there's a massive parallel. Like in the same way that like you approach a sport like that is like how you have to approach recovery. And that's like why facilities run the way they run, is they eliminate and tear away all distraction. And that's because it requires you to focus intensely on the task at hand. You can't be worried about your dog back home. You can't be worried about your job. You can't be worried about your ex-girlfriend. You know, you're there to focus on you and entirely you. Now, like, I am like the person that they are able to rely on to be an adult. I'm trusted. That's really what I'm getting at. I'm trusted. A demonstration of trust through action is one of the best feelings in the world. I think, like, if you're out there and you're struggling, it's really scary to admit you need help. It's really scary to do anything about it. We don't like change as humans. It starts with one phone call, and that can change the entire trajectory of your life. And I can speak on personal experience to say that that's the case. The one phone call I made to go to rehab was the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I think, like, I'm not unique and I'm not special. Any person that decides that they want to do it can do it.